Hello. Oh. Hello, little Miss Pretty. Good morning. It's Sunday. We've made it through yet another week of strangeness and bizarre world events that we acknowledge, but we're not going to discuss because this is not a news and current affairs channel. This is Richard and Paul. Welcome to our channel and welcome to all our new subscribers and all our old subscribers.
And the wrinkly ones.
Well, I was just going to say, who are starting to dry up and are lying on the floor like old crisps.
Is that down to lockdown or lack of moisture?
Both. So welcome to the channel. I'm Richard.
I'm Paul.
And this show is called
Sunday Chat.
It is indeed. And we're almost at summer, aren't we? It's blue skies again. Relentless blue skies.
Gorgeous.
Sun beating down.
Yeah.
Drying the land, as well as the people.
No rain. We've had no rain, have we?
No rain, and lots of people baking themselves for weeks and weeks and weeks, starting to look old and leathery. While some of us still retain a milky white skin. That's right.
Oh dear.
Although I've got a slightly yellow hand.
So,
Don't know whether you can see. It's just there. You can't see it in this light because we've got gorgeous peachy glow behind us. But I fell off the wall out there whilst doing a little bit of parkour. Not really. I was trying to get some dead ivy down. And I fell and whacked my hand, bent it back, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Nice bruise developing, but no swelling. That's a miracle, I find. Anyway, what I was going to say is the weather's been spectacular. And we're in June this week, aren't we?
yeah, from tomorrow.
June, that's summer. Summer has finally arrived. People are asking themselves, is my top see-through? Are my nipples too erect? And do I have man boobs showing? I do. Paul certainly has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're proud of our man boobs. We've worked at those man boobs.
For years.
Thank you very much. And we're going to work at it a little bit more today by eating a delicious, well, hopefully it's delicious, chocolate cake that I made yesterday. It wasn't as good as my usual attempts, I have to say. It kind of fell apart. But the bit that fell off, I ate.
You've eaten some.
Yeah, I ate the bit that fell off. Oh, I'm not going to put it in the bin, am I?
You could have put it back on.
No, God, it was irreparably damaged.
Well, it was once it was eaten.
Point.
Yeah.
And it tasted quite nice, not too sweet.
Oh, well, that's good.
But I have iced it.
Oh, yeah, you have, yeah. I don't like things that are too sweet.
Yes, but it was a minimal icing for you, especially for you, with a slight bitterness of coffee.
Oh, mocha. Mocha.
Well,
Mocha choca. Mocha choca chocolate cake.
I'll be the judge of that. But anyway,
I can have a coffee.
oh, we've got coffee because we're both feeling slightly flat this morning. I don't know why. I don't know why.
We've been waking up quite early, haven't we? All week, really.
As one does when the sun rises at 3 a.m. in the morning, virtually.
Mind you, I thought the moon was shining in the bathroom window yesterday and then into our bedroom when we went to bed. But you left the landing light on, hadn't you?
If that had been a moon shining that brightly, Paul, I'd have been rather surprised. But yes, I had left a light on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so summer has arrived. Chelsea's been cancelled.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you doing?
it's the skin. I like the skin on a milky coffee. What do you do with yours?
I sort of leave it in the cup.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Have you done the Chelsea chop?
No.
We don't
Because
really
I don't have any plants like that.
Yeah, we don't really do a Chelsea chop. I'm not sure
It's flowering plants, early flowering plants,
Yeah.
isn't it, that you do Chelsea chop to, isn't it?
And I think you should only do half of them anyway, because then you have a sort of balance.
If you're wondering what the Chelsea chop is, bloody Google it. Google it. But anyway, what I was going to say is, before my coffee skin interrupted me, you see, that doesn't make me gag, funnily enough. Some people will be gagging now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh, lovely. What was I going to say? Oh, that's it. But we do have a very special event organised by Vivi Gregory of Vivi's Kitchen Garden and What Vivi Did Next on her Facebook channel page. Vivi's Kitchen Garden. It's Vivi's, what's it called? Vivi and Friends Flower Show.
Yeah. Vivi and Friends Flower Show
2020. So if you'd like to join in with the flower show, I will be, and I am hoping for a gold, naturally.
Are there awards?
Well, I'm not doing it if there aren't awards. You're doing awards, aren't you, Vivi?
Gold plaques.
No, just write in the comment, gold. You've been given a gold.
Right.
Surely, it's a competition, isn't it? She's competitive, Vivi, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I've got a few photos lined up already.
And there's different categories, isn't there?
I'm doing all of the categories.
What, even the flowers grown by children categories?
Not that category, because I don't have any children. I think there should be a drag queen of flowers category.
Well, so that you could win that.
Especially for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get on with the show. We're just waffling now, needlessly. I know.
I quite like waffling, though.
But the waffle, the bit that we talked about just then wasn't waffle.
No.
Just to make that clear, that was on the list, of course.
Is it on
yes,
the
it's there.
It's there.
Vivi's Kitchen Garden on Facebook flower shows.
Yes.
So go over to her Facebook channel page, group.
Go over to Vivi's Kitchen Garden Facebook page. Go to posts, and then you can post on Vivi's Kitchen Garden timeline with your photo.
Right.
It's just giving a bit of instruction. Bit of clarity.
Actually, talking about Vivi, I did want to bring something up. And it's sort of connected with the whole sewing thing. Because as many of you know, I was really inspired by Vivi to start sewing and to get a sewing machine, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we own a number of Vivi's bunting things.
Yeah.
Buntings.
Yeah. Bunting.
Is buntings? Is there a plural? Bunting.
No, bunting is bunting is singular and plural.
Bunting.
We have various strings
buntings.
of different
Strings.
bunting.
Pennants.
Pennants. Not penance. Penance.
Anyway, so we are fully aware of the high quality of Vivi's sewing. But recently, I've been noticing the poor quality of a lot of items that I've got. For example, that cherry cooch that I bought from Barmouth, which I love.
Yeah.
A cherry cooch is a little cherry stone bag that you can heat up or put in the freezer for joints or sore hands, things like that. Anyway, well, I noticed the stitching on that wasn't very good.
No.
Not at all.
Pretty terrible.
Terrible. And I compared that with my own efforts when I did my lavender bags. And yeah, you know, my quality is quite good.
It is quite good. And he came and showed me as well. And I was absolutely fascinated. Fascinated.
No need to be sarcastic, Paul.
We gave one of those to Vivi, didn't we?
Gave what?
One of those.
A cooch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she uses it on her knees.
Do you think she looked at it and thought,
oh, I'm sure
she's unpicked it all and sewn it together again properly?
I don't think she's quite got time for that, but I'm sure she noticed if hers is poor quality.
You noticed there were sort of threads.
Yes.
What do you have you got a small pair of scissors to
I've got a
cut
seam.
those?
I've got a seam ripper.
What's
I could
that?
use that just to pull the stitches out and redo it if I wanted to.
I thought a seam ripper was what Jackie Collins used to write.
That's a bodice ripper, isn't it?
A bodice ripper. Right.
Isn't it?
Bulging seams.
Anyway.
I'm sure that must appear in a Jackie Collins novel.
Well, it appears on most of your clothing every day, doesn't it, Paul? Anyway, so other things we wanted to talk about. Oh, it was the SpaceX launch last night. We didn't see it. We missed it.
I did.
You didn't see it with your own eyes.
Well, I didn't see it with somebody else's eye. We didn't see it go over us in the UK.
You saw it on TV.
I saw it on my laptop,
yes.
My tablet.
I was in the middle of doing the Zoom quiz with my family.
Yeah, something about a dog. Something about
I don't know.
A dog.
The reception was particularly poor a couple of times and some of the questions got mixed up.
Yeah.
Anyway, SpaceX launch, very exciting. Some people will say it's a waste of money. Why are they spending money on space exploration rather than the homeless and the needy? Well, I agree. I do agree with you.
But
I think that space exploration will continue no matter what. Rich people will always have dreams that they want to fulfill. Those people are employing a hell of a lot of other people as well. They've got a lot of people on their payroll. So I think it's important because I think it is what humans desire to do. We desire to reach out to new frontiers and explore, and it's pushing the boundaries, and also the technology that grows from those kind of industries is very often applied in other ways to other aspects of life.
It dribbles down, it feeds down to other technologies that we use on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so I think it's got all sorts of uses, if you like, but I think it's also very inspirational. I mean, as when we were children, we grew up with the
Apollo launches.
The Apollo launches going off.
And then obviously the shuttle.
And the shuttle and, you know, the consequent shuttle disasters as well. So, you know, it's touched our lives as kids.
I was terribly excited last night when I saw it. I was watching it on my tablet and I literally sort of quaked inside. I was full of emotions watching it take off. I thought it was just incredible. I do worry about the exploitation side of it, obviously.
What do you mean, exploitation?
Well, I mean, the more we can go out into space, we made such a mess of this planet, the more we can go into space and exploit the minerals and all of that on the moon and Mars and all of that. I do worry about that side of things.
But I think one of the things that I feel will happen over time, if we do continue to send people into space, one of the things that the astronauts always seem to say when they recount their stories is how going into space and looking back at the fragile Earth, how that made them feel. You know, how it totally put into perspective the insignificant nature of this planet, its fragility, the thin layer of atmosphere which is so fragile, that, you know, clings to the earth, and how everything that that person knows is contained within this blue planet. I think that gives you a unique perspective, and I think the more people that can do that, the more they can spread that story to everybody on Earth. And the more people that sort of sentiment reaches, the more people will consider how they affect the planet in their daily lives. And I think we're, you know, that's growing, that awareness, because of the pollution and the recycling and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, that respect is growing. We just need more of that. We need the big companies to get on board now and really commit. Yeah,
commit, not just make a sort of nod and a wink towards doing what they think they should be doing, but actually commit to doing what they need to do.
And really, those kind of stories and those kind of sentiments are things that we tend to share on our Facebook group, Planet Vegetaria. That's Planet Vegetaria, a Facebook group by Richard and Paul. Richard and Paul since 2017. That's contractual.
I was just amazed watching the photos, watching the video live last night, knowing that those two astronauts were in that cockpit. And as it took, the one that I was watching had the shot of the rocket taking off and another screen with the two astronauts, and it was just sort of quite amazing thinking that they were travelling at sort of from nothing to, I don't know, what was it, 15,000 miles an hour or something? I mean, it was just extraordinary. And then they got out a sequin dinosaur.
They did what?
They got out a sequin dinosaur, and when there was no gravity, it was floating.
Well, there's a drag queen story there, isn't there? Yeah. Sequins in space.
Sequins in space.
I wonder if that's the first time sequins have gone into space.
I don't know. But we are growing a lettuce that was grown in outer space. Outrageous.
What?
Yeah, at the plot we're growing a red lettuce.
You mean the seeds were grown?
No, the lettuce was grown from seed on the space station.
Yeah, but you've not actually got the lettuce that was grown on the space station, Paul. You've got the seed.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah. But it is an amazingly vibrant red leaf. It really is quite fantastic.
Well, that's lovely.
It is.
Space excitement. Yeah. I lost my heart to a Starship Trooper.
Did you?
And I enjoyed it.
Next.
Yes. So, what else? That's right.
That's it.
Bye. I just wanted to say another thank you to Lee and Jane for sending me the lovely patterns, which I'm going to be experimenting with this week, hopefully. I might even get that sewing machine out today. I've not sewed for a couple of days.
Is it sewed or sewn?
Or sewn. I haven't sewn anything.
Yeah.
For a couple of days.
Yeah.
So I am due, and I keep threatening this caftan.
I think you should do a caftan. Have you got enough material though?
Yeah, I've got that duvet cover.
Oh yeah.
So that lovely pattern on it, which I think is reminiscent of the 70s, of people like Shirley Bassey, Liz Taylor, Princess Margaret.
I said that I might like a caftan the other day. And what was your comment?
I can't remember. It was something cruel.
He said, I think you would look like Demis Roussos. I thought I might be more Nana Muscuri.
I think Demis Roussos was taller than you.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he could get away with it. You would probably end up looking like a hobbit wizard.
I don't mind that. I quite like that. Can I have the pointy hat as well? I played a character called Shadragar. Here we go again. And he had a pointy hat. I've actually got a photograph of that. I think I was about
No,
10
not.
or 11 at the time.
No, we're not, and no, we won't.
And it was black and white, and my aunt
I've never
made
seen
it
that.
for me. What, the photo?
No, you've never
Oh,
shown me
I'll
that.
have
We
to
haven't
show you
got that, surely.
Yeah, I've got it somewhere.
I would somewhere.
Oh no, it's
Do you
on,
notice that?
It's on
somewhere.
no, I think it's on Guernsey Days Gone By or something like that.
There you go. Google it.
Yeah.
Guernsey Days Gone By. Look for Paul wearing a sheet.
We also got a photo. I was looking at it the other day of
Freezing.
my first year in secondary school. The school photo at the front of our school. It was it was so funny looking, trying to find yourself in that sort of lineup of kids. But I found myself.
Did you? How did you recognise yourself, Paul?
I had curly hair and I was fat.
And you were smiling.
I was smiling, yeah.
Yeah.
I was smiling.
Oh, he was such a happy child.
I think I was a happy child. I had a generally
I
happy
was.
child. Oh,
I was.
Yeah.
I was a happy child.
It was only when we met that life sort of got...
No, things went tits up for me about 16.
Oh, well, there we
No,
are.
actually
Not
about
just me.
14, I think. Anyway, that's another story, isn't it?
Yeah, I was waffling on, going on a different tangent then.
So, Paul, what have we been watching on television this week? We kicked off the week with the new Terminator movie, Terminator.
Dark Fate?
Dark Fate.
Dark
Was it
Fate?
Dark Fate?
I
Fate
don't
Dark,
know.
Dark Fate. Dark Cake. Chocolate Cake.
Chocolate Cake.
That was very good. We
haven't
really
had any
enjoyed
chocolate
it.
cake yet. Why haven't we had chocolate?
We'll be having chocolate cake at 11 o'clock this morning.
Oh, right, okay.
For 11's.
Fair enough.
Naturally.
It was.
We enjoyed it.
You know what? I don't think there's a Terminator film I haven't enjoyed. Some are better than others, no doubt about it.
Terminator
But
3,
all of them.
we saw at the cinema, and we didn't enjoy it at the cinema, but we watched it on TV and enjoyed it much more.
Yeah, I think it was the people in the cinema.
That were annoying us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know lots of people love going to the cinema, but
can't
I
bear going to the
actually
cinema.
much prefer watching things in the comfort
People are
of my
too
own
noisy.
home. And they talk over each other as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I enjoyed this
I dropped my
Terminator,
glasses. Sorry.
Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah,
it
we
was
said
very
that.
good, and she was what's her name?
Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton.
As
Yeah,
Sarah Connor,
She's
reprising
great,
her
isn't
role.
she?
But it was an alternative timeline.
Yes. Yeah.
Again.
It was a bit confusing.
But
Well, at first, and then you realise it was an alternate timeline.
if you like a good action movie, and we do like a good action movie, and we're very fond of Arnie and Linda, watch it. It's good fun. Good fun and full on.
Yeah.
Full on. I mean, actually quite incredible. And the CGI, actually, in a particular flashback scene, is absolutely... I said to Paul, oh, it looks as though they filmed that when they were making Terminator 2.
And I said, no, that's CGI.
I said, it can't possibly be CGI. That's so good. And it is good. So hats off to them. And another show that hats off to applies is RuPaul's Drag Race season finale, which of course has been filmed during lockdown.
Yeah.
And I have to say, we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Great.
We won't announce the winner in case you've not watched the finale.
But RuPaul's Facebook announced the winner, and we knew who it was before we watched it.
Yeah, I saw
didn't
it
we?
by accident. But hey, it didn't spoil the fact that they put on an amazing show, actually, considering it was all done through mobile technology and...
mainly in people's front room, in the contestants' home.
It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
I must say, I love Gigi Good. I thought Gigi Good did a half piece and
a what piece?
Aha.
Aha.
Aha. Aha. Aha. Aha.
She did Take On Me.
She did Take On Me by Aha.
It sounded like you couldn't get a word out. Which is not unusual.
Not unusual, no.
Anyway, let's not spoil it for anybody who's not watched it. But
I love that bit.
I was going to say hats off to the producers and the editors of the show, because it was just superb. A superb piece of entertainment. You know, when people say the show must go on, this really, really applied. You know, the show went on and everybody did fantastically. So
it went on with quality. That's, because I don't know if, I mean, obviously those in the UK, I'm sort of talking about here, but we've got a thing called Have I Got News For You?
We said that last week.
And not a patch.
It's so poorly produced. The Americans, as we said before, do it so much better than anybody else.
Ranga Nation, that guy that we don't watch, he did one in lockdown as well, or his series is in lockdown, and apparently that is quite exceptional as well. Good. So might watch that.
Good. Anyway, we're also watching a show. It's not new. I was going to say new, but it's new to us, called Queens of Mystery, and it's on a channel called Acorn TV, which is by subscription. We've got a free trial.
30-day free trial.
We've started that because, as you know, we love a good female-led mystery, murder, crime, thriller type show.
Procedural show.
And this is a sort of comedy edge to it with a few actresses. In fact, the cast.
The cast is great.
Brilliant cast. With a few actresses that we really enjoy watching. So that's quite good. Queens of Mystery.
And they're in different sort of roles than the normal roles that they would play, which I think is quite good.
Yeah. So if you come across that show, it's recommended to give it a whirl, give it a whiz.
Yeah, I'm going to... What is it? It's
Acorn TV.
It's Acorn TV, but there's a free 30-day trial if you use the code RHS30. But I think actually if you just go to www.acorn.tv, it gives you a free trial anyway of 30 days. So it's worth doing it. I think it's just in the UK, but I may be wrong. Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, then they can watch along. They can watch Queens of Mystery along with us.
As we've said, the weather's been very, very dry recently.
Watering every day. Watering absolutely every day.
I was going to say something rude then, but I'm not going to say that. Dry as a... No, I won't say
as the Sahara Desert.
Yes.
No, but apparently we've had less rain than the Sahara Desert has.
Let's all move to the Sahara.
Be lots of sand getting your feet. I like sand in my feet. Yeah. Next time we go to a beach, we have to do that paddle thing of sand in our feet.
Anyway, very dry. What was I going to say? I can't remember now. I was distracted by that ivy glowing in the sun. Can you see?
That's not the ivy you were trying to take off.
No, the ivy I was trying to take off was right up there.
Right.
I was trying to scale that wall.
Right.
And when I fell, it's very breezy all of a sudden, very animated.
It got very windy last night. Or not, I mean, not sort of gale force, but very, very breezy.
It's always bloody breezy here, isn't it?
Well,
Aren't we one of the windiest countries in the world?
I don't know.
I think we are.
I don't know that statistic, so I could not comment.
Anyway, let's move on.
Why don't we have wind turbines then?
So, Paul, we do have wind turbines.
I think we should have more. No, like on our homes. I don't understand why homes are built without having things like wind turbines.
Because you couldn't get enough, could you, to generate?
You could always sort of, you know, whatever is generated, you could use. So I don't really understand that. They need to up their game in building.
Everybody needs to up their game, but people aren't because companies are greedy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why. They hoard money.
Yeah, I was reading an article today about a country where they actually limit the amount of profit that can be made on individual things. And I think that's a good idea.
Good. I'm pleased.
Mm.
Thank you, Paul. So, Paul, you wanted to talk about rethinking things at the allotment. Really, is it the time of year to be rethinking things, Paul? Really?
Not particularly, no. But that's been brought about. If you've been watching the Week at the Plot videos, you will know from last week's that I did a soil test, and that soil test has proven that my soil from the Ealing riding stables is lacking in nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium.
Have you told them that? Which
is a shame. However, can I just say, some people have said the soil is no good. Actually, the soil is really good. There's a lot of humus in that soil, and the actual content of it is good.
The structure is good.
The structure is good. What I'm going to do is take some of the wood that is on the top off, and I'm going to use that in the hot bin composter, because the hot bin composter likes to have woody bits in it to help the aeration of it.
And let's just point out now, because what happens over time, and I've noticed this with the garden in the back, the debris, the larger pieces of debris in soil make their way to the top over time.
And worms help that as well.
Yeah. And for example, in our garden, we've got loads of pottery, loads of brick, loads of glass. And when I'm working the soil on the occasion that I do, I notice how much comes to the top. So I'm assuming that's happening with those wood chips.
Yeah, and also the watering is filtering the smaller bits down.
So they go down.
So it's a sort of something bits coming up and some bits are going down.
So it's dynamic. Soil is dynamic.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's changing all the time.
And would I get that Ealing Riding Stables compost again? Yes, definitely. Absolutely would.
But you would give it nutrition.
Yeah, I mean, it was my fault. I mean, what I should have done as soon as it arrived was do a soil test.
Yes, and let that be a lesson to you.
You know, we know that when we get compost, hopefully that compost is already, being tested and is sterile and good. But that's what I should have done at the beginning. But hey ho, we learn. What it does mean is that I'm going to be changing one of the beds around, or what I'm going to be doing in that bed is going to change around. So I'll be talking about that when we do the plot tour, which will be sometime this week.
And when you do your lovely vlogs.
Yes. So what is it? It must be the 5th week is going up tomorrow.
Daily vlogs.
Watch
out.
That's going to be uploaded on Monday, and I think seed sowing I'll most probably upload that later in the week. What seed I'm sowing this month. I don't think that's going to appear on the 1st, because actually I'd rather get the Week at the Plot video out tomorrow, Monday, because that's when it's scheduled for. You do your mini vlogs together onto YouTube on a Saturday, don't you?
And every day during the week, apart from the odd, I do miss a day occasionally.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling tired, I don't vlog. Because I've got nothing to say. Was that a person running?
It was a child running with I assume, their grandma down the road. The grandma wasn't running, just the child.
Good. So that's all lovely, lovely, lovely. How long have we been going for, Paul?
4 hours, 16 minutes.
I'll ignore that.
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. Lovely. We'll tie up shortly because we don't like to make it too long. Because some people complain.
Do they?
Yes.
Why do they complain?
It was too long.
Oh,
really? Diddums. And I also wanted to say, Paul, go and get that little doodah that was sent to us by Dave and Courtney. A little doodah, a special little doodah that was sent, which has been very, very useful. I just wanted to say bloody thank you to Dave and Courtney. Oh, thank you, Paul. It's a lovely, gorgeous little mobile phone holder.
It's great.
With a built-in tripod. You see? And it holds securely a mobile phone, and you can do selfies and Zoom meetings like that. It's lovely. No, I love it. Thank you so much.
I've used it as well.
You've sent us far too many gifts now, but it's all lovely. We love them all.
I used it yesterday to do the hot bin daily vlog that I did. I find it really useful.
It is. I think it's excellent.
And it
very handy.
It does that as well. It
folds up.
Away.
Don't break it, Paul.
So it's all sort of nice and
compact. It's very compact. Handy. It's better than lugging a huge tripod around, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes,
I've left my other tripod down at the plot.
I think you'll find that's my tripod.
Oh, is this my tripod then?
Anyway, so as we've mentioned, as we have, what's the word? Indicated, there are more people walking around, there are more people doing things, there are more people being careless, and there have been some people who just don't give a damn.
Yeah.
We are still observing lockdown rules. Let's just make that clear. But we are very pleased to note that Kew Gardens, one of our favourite places, will be reopening next week. But they're doing timed entries. So you've got to book a slot to enter the gardens. I also believe that Hampton Court Palace, another of our favourite places, where we have several videos for both Kew Gardens and Hampton Court here for you to watch, is also reopening, but gardens only.
Right.
Gardens only to begin with. Yeah. So these are our favourite places that we enjoy going to, that we won't be going to just yet.
No.
We're going to hang back because, frankly, we don't want to die.
Yeah, I mean, that second wave is there.
We don't want to get it.
Yeah, I find it really. Yesterday I was chatting to somebody and another person just walked literally next to me. Yeah, I was on the pavement and there was plenty. The road. It's an area of road where there's very little traffic, but this person literally just walked straight in front of me, and I was actually quite shocked, simply because I hadn't expected anyone to do that. And there was plenty of room to walk in the middle of the road or the other side of the road. And you just think, why risk this?
But when we were in the front garden and I was stood on the pavement doing some weeding or whatever, this woman came jogging along right past me. So I shouted, "You ignorant bitch." Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know. I might be all sweetness and light, but believe you me, I've got a gob on me when I need it.
Yeah.
And she needed it.
Yeah.
She needed to be told that she was ignorant and a silly bitch.
She did apologise.
No, she didn't.
She did, because when I was going to the plot at that point, she was standing opposite our friend who lives down the road, and she was looking at her mobile phone, and I looked at her as I passed, and she went, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you."
I was on the pavement.
Yeah.
She did see me. She jogged right past me. I had nowhere to move.
So she apologised whilst lying at the same time.
She's an ignorant bitch. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take that back. You know, I find it makes me very angry that we're living in these times where a lot of people have lost their lives, been very ill, and a lot of people have put themselves in danger working to save people's lives. And people like that, when I'm stood like just outside my own house doing some work on the pavement, and she jogs out of nowhere right past me when she could have moved into the road. She could see I had my hands full of stuff at the time, I think you'll find. I had a bag of stuff and a tool in my hand, and I'm doing stuff. You know,
especially when we live in the worst affected country in the world per capita.
Doesn't this opens up that thing about people being aware of the space around them and what's going on behind them. And, you know, people are, it's like people that get mugged in the street and they've got their shoulder bag on and they've not got it over their shoulder. The bag is open. Everything's on display. Use your street smart, you know.
Yeah, when I was mugged years ago, and exactly what Richard was saying, I took a shortcut across this sort of tree-lined area rather than going down the lit path, and yeah, I got my bag nicked. But if I'd gone down the lit path, I doubt it would have happened.
But I don't know, it's just, I find people don't look around, people aren't aware of what's going on behind them, people don't listen, they're generally not aware, and I find that very bizarre. Maybe I'm too aware, I don't know.
The other day, I was coming back from the allotment and there was a young girl on a bike. And the roads are quite quiet at the moment. They're busier than they have been, but they're still quieter than normal.
So you can jog in the road.
However, the cars are travelling faster than they normally would.
They are, that's true.
And there was a girl on her bike going along, and her father was sitting in on the boot of his open car. And I had to sort of push her out the way when a car came around the corner, and the car would have sort of hit her. And it's sort of like, you know, this is a road, you know, you need to be wary. I mean, I think we would have been terrible parents, or I think I would have been, because I think I would have been I'd have been, you know, trying to keep too protective, keeping them safe, all of that. I mean,
every parent's like that, Paul.
Well, yeah, every parent's not like that.
They think they are.
They think they are. That's the thing. Yeah, you think you are.
Most parents I know are overprotective. Most parents I know.
Suppose so.
But some that we seem to encounter are lackadaisical. But I do find that in London, I think there is a certain attitude that kids have got to learn how the city works from an early age, you know?
Yeah.
I think there is an aspect of that.
I mean, this child is only about 3 or 4. I mean,
well, they've still got to learn how to cross the road safely.
No, I know, but...
But you see, they're lucky around here because it isn't that busy in general.
But those cars are travelling fast.
Anyway,
I think they should put. I really think we should have speed humps.
Speed humps everywhere. Everywhere.
I mean, we've now got a 20 mile an hour. I can't speak today.
You never can.
Never can. Limit on our major roads around us. Not just the residential roads that we live on, but the major roads are 20 miles an hour. And when I have been driving, like months ago, I've been driving at 20 miles an hour, and the amount of people behind me have been hooting for me to go faster. And it's like, it's 20 miles an hour now. You know, that is the speed. You know, get used to it. You know, leave 2 minutes earlier, leave 3 minutes earlier. I mean, yeah.
Anyway, I'm bored now. So... That's
done
it.
Everything.
We've done everything. We've put the world to rights, and we're saying goodbye now.
Are we going to have chocolate cake?
We're going to have 11's now and enjoy our chocolate cake.
Is it 11 o'clock though?
La gâteau de chocolat.
Have you thought about what event is yet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what the word
Occasion.
Occasion.
We'll use occasion.
Anyway, that's it. Take care. Have a super week. Don't worry about things too much. Stay in a bubble. Stay focused. Grow your own food. Don't worry about getting your breasts out. Enjoy the sun.
Is that it?
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Au revoir.
Occasion.
I don't think that's a word.
I'm sure it's a word. Maybe not for goodbye though.
Enjoy your day. Watch lots of our other videos and watch all the adverts too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bloody bye. Thank you. Bye. Bye.